Hi students, how are you? Hope you are all doing well. I also hope that you have enjoyed my last video. Some of the students asked me, they called me and said, "Sir, how are you? We couldn't see you." So here I am. Okay, let's come to the point. In the last video, you have learned how to find the value of a determinant of order 2. In this video, we'll proceed further, a step ahead, and we'll learn how to implement it in applying determinant method. It's also called as Cramer's rule or Cramer's method, which is used to solve simultaneous equations in two variables. Let's learn. Determinant method. It's also called as Cramer's rule. This method of solving simultaneous equations was first given by a Swiss mathematician, Gabriel Cramer. So it is also known as Cramer's method or Cramer's rule. Dear students, suppose you have two simultaneous equations, a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. You can use Cramer's rule. That's why first of all you have to write the given equations in the form of ax plus by is equal to c. That is the standard form. First of all you have to find out d by using d is equal to a1 b1 a2 b2, that is the coefficients of x and y from first equation as well as from the second equation. So you have to consider this part and you have to write a1 b1 a2 b2 a1 b1 a2 b2. You can solve this and find out its value. It should not be equal to 0 because any positive number divided by 0, any non-zero number divided by 0 is not defined. So if d is equal to 0, then the simultaneous equations have either no solution or infinite solutions. It means the two simultaneous equations do not have a unique solution. And if common solution is not possible, that means if the common solution about the lines is not possible, then the lines will be either coinciding lines or they may be parallel lines to each other. So it should be equal to 0. After that, it should not be equal to 0. It should not be equal to 0. Then find dx. Here, how to find out dx? This first part, here you will be writing c1, c2 and it will be as it is. You see d, here c1, c2. Replace a1, a2 which are the coefficients of x and write c1, c2 and then b1, b2. This will give you dx, d suffix x. Similarly, you can find out dy using the formula dy is equal to a1 c1 a2 c2. Here you note that this second column is replaced by c1 c2. So always remember, in dx first column is replaced by c1 c2. You know the column, first column. Whereas in dy you have to replace second column by c1 c2. Once you get dx and dy, you can find out x very easily. X will be equal to dx upon d write the value of dx and divide it by d, you will get x. Similarly, to find y, divide dy by d, you will get y, and your solution will be xy. That is, xy is the solution of given equation. This is the method which is called Cramer's rule or determinant method. Once again, first you have to write in the standard form ax plus by is equal to c. Check that the given equations are written in ax plus by is equal to c form. Then find out d. Once you get d, you can find out dx easily by replacing first column by c1 c2. You can find out dy by replacing second column by c1 c2, and then find out x and y by using the formula dx upon d is equal to x and dy upon d is equal to y, and then write xy is the solution of the given equations. Let's consider first question. 2x plus y is equal to 19. This is my first equation. And 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 3. It is second equation. As I told you, you have to first see whether the given equations are in standard form or not. That is, ax plus by is equal to c form or not. Here we see this is ax plus by is equal to c form. Here also you can say that a1 corresponds to 2, b1 is a 1, because here the coefficient of y is 1. Same way, a2 will be 2 and b2 will be minus 3, whereas c1 will be 19 and c2 will be minus 3. You are going to write here 2, 2, 1 and minus 3, this part, a1, b1, a2, b2, and then you will simplify. You know how to find out the value. 2 into minus 3, then minus 2 into 1, which will give you minus 6 and minus 2, and which is equal to minus 8. Now find out dx. For dx, you have to write this c1 and c2 here in the first column. So it will be 19 and minus 3, and second column will be as it is from d. So you will be just finding out the value. 19 into minus 3 minus 3 into 1, which will give you minus 57, then minus of minus 3, which will give you minus 57 plus 3, which is minus 54. Same way, same method, same idea. dy. Here second column will be replaced by c1 and c2. So here it will be 19 and minus 3. See your first column for dx and second column for second one. So 2 into minus 3 minus 2 into 19, which will give you minus 6 and 2, 19, so 38, so minus 38, which will give you minus 44. Now by Cramer's rule, so you have to write by Cramer's rule. You know that x is equal to dx upon d. So you will put the value of dx, which is minus 54 upon minus 8. Minus minus cancels, and gives you 27 upon 4. Same way, go for y. dy is minus 44 divided by minus 8. You can divide by minus cancels. You can divide by 4 to get 11 upon 2. So your x is 27 upon 4 and y is 11 upon 2, which is the solution of given equation. Solution of the given equation. Let's go for the second question. Four x plus 3y is equal to 4. This is your first equation. Second equation is 6x is equal to 8 minus 5y. Now this is not in the standard form, so I have to take 5y this side. So it will be 6x plus 5y is equal to 8. Now you write here 6x plus 5y is equal to 8. This is my second equation. Now 4x plus 3y is equal to 4 and 6x plus 5y is equal to 8. Find out d first, as the given equations are in the standard form ax plus by is equal to c. Now here as usual, a1 is 4, b1 is 3, a2 is 6, b2 is 5. So 4, 6, 3 and 5. 4 into 5 minus 6 into 3. I'm finding out the value by cross multiplication. 4 into 5, 6 into 3. 4 into 5 is 20, whereas 6 minus 3, 6 into 3 is 18, so minus 18, which will give you 2. Now you have to find out dx. So replace first column by 4 and 8. So you'll be writing 4 and 8. Whereas second column will be as it is. Now again you multiply, you will write 4 into 5 minus 8 into 3, which will give you 20, minus 24, which will give you minus 4. Now find out dy. To find dy, just replace second column by 4 and 8, and this part 4 and 6 will be as it is. Multiply 4 into 8 minus 6 into 4 means 32 minus 24, which will give you 8. So you got d as a 2, dx as a minus 4, and dy as a 8. By Cramer's rule, you know x is dx upon d. That means minus 4, which is dx upon 2. If you want, you can write here 1, 2 and 3. So from 1 and 2, when you divide, you will get minus 2. Same way, next 8 upon 2, which is 4. This you can get from 1 and 3. So your xy, which is minus 2 and 4, is the solution of the given equations. Let's go to the third question. Third question, here it is x plus 2y is minus 1. So what is your a1? Your a1 is 1 and b1 is 2 and c1 is minus 1. a2 is 2, b2 is minus 3 and c2 is 12. Thus, when you write d, your d will be 1, 2 and 2 and minus 3. It can be easily written because the given equations are in the standard form ax plus by is equal to c. Find out the value by cross multiplication. 1 into minus 3 minus 2 into 2, that means minus 3 and minus 4, which gives you minus 7. Find out d suffix x dx. Note that we are not multiplying x, we are writing dx. So again replacing first column by minus 1 and 12, so minus 1 and 12, it will be 2 and minus 3. When you multiply minus 1 into minus 3, you will get 3 minus 12 into 2, that means minus 24, which gives you minus 21. Find out dy. dy is nothing but 1, 2, minus 1, 12. Look at this. Here second column is replaced by C1 and C2. Use the same procedure. Just multiply 1 into 12 minus 2 into minus of 1, which will give you 12 minus minus plus 2, which will give you 14. Now write by Cramer's rule, x is dx upon d, that means minus 21 upon minus 7, which is equal to 3, and y is equal to dy upon d, so that is 14 upon minus 7, which gives you minus 2. That means your answer will be x is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 2 is the solution of the given equations. So here x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 is the solution of the given equations. I hope that you have understood Cramer's rule. You can find out by using the steps which I gave you. Find out d, then dx, then dy, and then after that using d, dx and dy, find out x and y using the formula x is equal to dx upon d and y is equal to dy upon d. Then x, y is the solution of the given equations. With this, my dear students, you can solve practice set 1.3, page number 16 from your textbook. Thank you. That's all in this video. I hope by now you have understood the method and you can use this method to solve similar problems. If not, don't worry. I'm planning to make one more video explaining all the solved examples which will really help you out. Always remember, I can, I will. Stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.